So we're driving down this nice road because the map shows us we can get down close to some park, and apparently there's no access to this park because we're on private property right now. I'm guessing maybe that park might be boat access only. It didn't show us that on the map, but as of this gate or this bridge, whatever, what's that called? Archway? It's officially private property. We can't go any farther, which is pretty disappointing because we drove a half an hour through here. Don't get me wrong, this drive was freaking beautiful. It didn't take us anywhere.
Turn right.
This is why I would really love to put some chunkier tires on my van, lift it up just a little bit, and beef up the suspension, primarily just to build confidence in myself to know that I could take my van down there somewhere and find out where that goes, because I am super freaking curious about it, but I don't trust my van going down there. They're all season tires, all weather tires or whatever they're called. But they're meant for the pavement. They're not meant to go, well, wherever that goes. Good morning, buddy. Did all that bumpy road finally wake you up? Took you long enough, bro. You were passed right out this morning. You had a huge day yesterday, didn't you? Yeah, good morning, pal. We've been driving on this road for over a half an hour now, and it's been just like, well, you guys seen it. He slept in my bed the whole freaking time. Oh, disco. I am so curious. I want to know what's over there. Here's another road. Where does that go? If this was a clear day, it overlooks all of the tiny little islands out there. There's over 200 Gulf islands, and some of them are actually pretty small, like that one right there. This would be freaking spectacular. Why do you have to be cloudy today? This is why I want to build that shelf right here, so I can have two bottles stacked on top of each other, making it easier to swap the bottles around. I always fight with this thing, so I'm doing it up from the top first this time, then I'm going to deal with the rest of them. I find that works a little easier than me fighting with the top one, because we've all seen me go, yeah. The struggle is real. So I think we're done here with Galiano Island. I have had a lot of fun here the last few days. The island's super small. It's got like a couple of corner stores, a market that's more like a corner store, a gas station at one of the corner stores, a cafe, a medical clinic that's like the size of like a house. The place is amazing. The people always wave at you. Like, everybody walking, they're like, hi. People driving, they're like, hi. Meet them at the park, they're like, hi. I love little islands like this because the sense of community is beautiful. It's beautiful to see people walking down the middle of the road because there's not that much traffic out here. Like, you just be driving and old folks are walking down the middle of the road holding hands like no big deal. It's so cute. But I learned something about myself this morning. I learned that that whole backcountry thing is real. That my attraction to being out there and around the dirt and the woods, it's changed me. If I look back 2 years ago and someone's like, yo, Chrome, we're gonna go back out in the woods. I'm like, yo, is there Wi-Fi? They're like, no. I'm like, is there cell reception? They're like, no. I'm like, is there dirt? They're like, yup. I'm like, peace out. I would avoid that full on. City boy doesn't get dirty. Now look at me in my life today. I seek both sides of it, and that's the greatest thing about where I live. I can put the van where I want to put it because I want to put it there because I feel like putting it there. And then when I get tired of the dirt, I can drive back to the city. You can't get this in any other lifestyle. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get the only way you can have the best of both worlds is to have a house in the country, to have a house in a big city, and to have a house in the backcountry. Who can afford that? We're back on another boat. This time we're going over to Salt Spring Island. The whole itinerary I had planned out in my head for this trip, completely not at all. That's the fun part about van life, is I pull up to the ferry terminal here. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know, where's the boat going? She's like, it's going to Main Island, Pender Island, and Salt Spring. Where would you like to go? I'm like, I don't know, let's go to Salt Spring. So that's where we're headed. Alright, looks like we're arriving at Salt Spring Island, and so cool to see all like these surrounding islands and stuff. Like that little one. Someone's living like a boss right there. It's like a cluster of a bunch of small little islands with a little house plunked in the middle. So I don't know what is Salt Spring. Maybe, I don't know, both sides of it? I'm really not too sure. We've been to Salt Spring before, but we never arrived at this ferry terminal. We must be on like the inside edge of it. But pretty excited. The biggest thing I'm excited about going to Salt Spring is having like lots of Wi-Fi all over the place, because I need that being a YouTuber. And man, I really could use a beer. Some fierce. When I was upstairs, there's a huge rack full of brochures, and I was the only person standing at that rack, and people were like seriously looking at me like, look at this guy. Does this old guy not know that there's such thing as internet nowadays? But I thought it was kind of cool grabbing these and flipping through them, and it kind of felt like I was like old school. I don't rock the Chuck Taylors on my feet for no reason. Gotta keep it old school sometimes. And for someone who doesn't have data on their phone, these might come in super freaking handy, because there's maps inside of, that one's for Salt Spring, this one's for Vancouver and Victoria, Vancouver Island and Victoria, and this is another one for Salt Spring. Pretty sweet if you ask me. Rainy day, homie. I think we're just gonna hang out inside the van, alright? Just gonna chill out in here. Not a bad place to chill out, though. There's the view from the side of the van. Not bad at all. Because we're doing a lot of work in the van over the next few weeks, I seriously have my van on the brain. Even when we were over on Galiano, all I could think about was my roof vent Now I've decided where my roof vent's going. All I can think about right now is cabinets, and I know it's been a lot of repetitive videos of me just playing around in my van. But hey man, welcome to my day. Today we are going to cut out the insulation from around where we're going to be putting the roof vent, and I've made this template here by just tracing out the actual hole. And yeah, boom, we're gonna figure out where we're gonna pop this up there on the roof. We're gonna measure this out from the inside of the van, mainly because I want to make sure that we don't have any cross beams or anything like that in the way. I'm pretty sure we're good right here. I've already marked it out right there where I think the beams are. So I think we're good here. All we're doing is measuring and cutting insulation. All right, so all I'm doing now is cutting the hole. This holding this thing up hurts the arm. So this is what I got up there, just styrofoam insulation, but one side's got green and the other side's got foil. Because I glued them together, the foil came off that piece. Everything looks good. The cut is perfect. It's right on the outside of each of those little ridges, which is perfect. Yeah, because on the Ford vans, they got the ridges and you can't get around them because the ridges go pretty much run the entire length of the roof. I know some of the newer vans actually have flat spots already pre-built into the van, that way you just cut the flat little 14 by 14 square and you're good to go, not in these ones. Yeah, you got to dig around, you got to work with those ridges, you just got to fill them up with that butyl tape. Yeah, it'll all work, but it's all good. The inside of this is totally dry, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna pop this back in there though, so that way no condensation gets there tonight, if that makes sense. Boom, like I never took it out. Because that rack is going to be going along this side, these are double-sided tape to the counter. Hopefully they come off without wrecking the wood. Oh, good to go. This is the 3M tape. I use that Gorilla tape. It doesn't work very well, but it comes off a lot easier. These candle holders were a good idea and they looked good. I just never used them enough, and I haven't used them at all since I got the cloth roof because I just never felt comfortable about lighting a flame that's literally 2 feet away from cloth. So I haven't used them at all. The weather on Salt Spring Island right now is 6 degrees Celsius and rainy. Wait a minute. So tomorrow's forecast is for mix of sun and clouds, which means I just might be able to chop a hole in my roof tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, I've given up on thinking about this van build. I've done nothing but think about working on my van since I knew all these times were coming up, because I am probably one ferry ride and a 45-minute drive away from the driveway of John, which is going to help me do my cabinets in the van. So I'm getting a little antsy right now. I think I might just jump on it, go do my cabinets, get that out of the way so I can clear my mind and travel. So John, I'm pretty sure I've already texted you by the time you watch this video, but I think we're gonna get together like right now. Okay, soon. But I'm not in the mood to do this anymore, so I think I'm actually gonna set up my DJ gear tonight. I think I wanna make a DJ mix. So let's do that. just don't feel like making movies, and today, well, is one of those days. I spend a lot of time producing content, and every single day I always have that thought in my mind, what am I gonna make for a video today? Sometimes I just need to have a day where I take care of myself and do something for me. So I'm gonna press pause on this video and do something for me right now. All right, you guys, I'll see you on another one. Today is my day. Peace out. If you guys want to know what goes on in a DJ's headphones, here's the song that's playing. Okay, without getting like copyrighted here, ready? Here's the next track. You hear that? Ready? Here, ready? You guys recognize that one? A little 50 Cent, ready? Here we go. Oh, all right, that's all you get.